Now we get to the hard part, which is the analysis. When I'm trying to, this is again the Robert Beverly Lewis, where I misspoke and said that you have to run as a 2-year-old because I didn't consider that any of these horses had run as 2 years old in my first part of this video. But the thing with the 2-year-old too is these are early developers, and they may hit their peak, shoot their wad, so to speak, at 2 years old. And then as they become 3 years old, the other horses catch up, and they're no longer the shining stars they were as 2-year-olds. That's the thing we have to watch out for with the 2-year-olds who've done really well as 2-year-olds, because that may be their thing. And if I knew a little bit more about breeding, I would know which sires produce the horses that peak as 2-year-olds that are early developers. But I don't know that, so you just have to rely on why anybody would rely on anything I say is a whole other story. But, and we'll see how I do this season. Strictly looking at the numbers, and that's where I really fall down, I don't strictly look at the numbers, is I'm looking at improvement over the last 3 races. That's period, end of story. And how they've done. Period, end of story. And I'm not even getting into when they ran them, anything. I'm just looking right now as a superficial look. And I'm going to stay superficial here because I really don't do well with the Derby. The one horse that ran this year, the 2 horses that ran this year, Tango, and Domination. Okay, Tango, I like him the best, I think, because he ran this year, he ran last year, he's a stalking horse. His speed figure is below the top. The top speed figure is a 98. His high speed was an 87, which isn't, this isn't fast, relatively speaking. But when you look at a horse like Tiz Chrome, 89 to 98, wow, and Tiz Chrome. This was December 19th. That's, it's not that long ago. So Tiz Chrome is a real series, and he's probably going to be my winner here. Garrett Gomez, we're not too heavily weighted as 2-year-olds. I kind of like that. He's also won at Churchill Downs, okay? This horse is my horse on this race, period, end of story. Cara Cortado, 4 California. So he ran as a 2-year-old, 4 races, really winner. He's also 1-for-1 at the track. He's going off at 6-1, horse for the course, something to consider. But his last race was an 87. He went from 95, 92, 87. That's a downward trend. I don't like that. I just don't like that. Tango, improving, but he went from 87 to 85, which is not a lot of points, so it could be any number of things. But he's definitely improving in his finishes from 6 to 2-1. So I'm thinking I'm liking Tango. I don't give a crap about distance on the dirt. I just don't care, because I think this is artificial Santa Anita, so who cares how he did on the dirt? We care when we get to the Derby, but we don't care now. In fact, he won at Churchill. Wow. Why isn't it like a 1 on the dirt at Churchill? Hold on. It's Tiz Chrome. Won at Churchill. Why don't they call it dirt? Oh, you know why? Because they call it distance here. It wasn't the distance. Just artificial, because they only note the artificial because it's Santa Anita. Tiz Chrome is my pick. Tango. Well, you know what I should pick is Macias. Macias, 95, 88, 94. Last 3 finishes 1-4-1. Press comes off the pace. 2 for 2 at the track. Macias. Those speed figures can't be denied. I'm going to go for Macias. Okay, Macias, Tiz Chrome, and American Lion, 112. I'm going to throw out Domination because he's just on he ran this year, came in 3rd. Oh, God. Didn't win at the track. High speed 87. I'm really stupid, but I'm going to go with Tango Tango in the third spot, even though, because it's like the variation is between 92 for American Lion, who won. Domination was last 330. I'm going to throw him out, but he's a come from behind horse, which I like. So those are my picks. All right, I'm going to go down on this one. Macias, Tiz Chrome, and Tango Tango. 1, 2, 3. And these horses, I'm going to have to call it in because my computer's not working. So I'm going to have to post this on Monday, or if my husband lets me on the computer. Otherwise, I'm going to have to call in. Okay, that's it. Signing off.